Good evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes. As we here in America struggle to uphold our own democratic institutions, there is a situation playing out in South Korea right now that is remarkably relevant, disturbing, and maybe at this hour, quite hopeful. A remarkable scene you may have seen throughout the day unfolding over just the last 24 hours where citizens of South Korea have taken to the streets to defend democracy against an erratic far-right president who declared martial law. I mean, just straight up dictatorship, right? A dictatorial power grab. Like, we ban all politics henceforth. Nothing in civil society can happen, right? Single-handedly revoking freedom of speech and freedom of assembly, freedom of movement, the freedom to strike. And all of this happening in a country where memories of authoritarian rule are fresh. This is a democratic country because its people fought for that democracy. After a series of authoritarian regimes in the post-World War II era, post-Korean War era, a military coup swept South Korea in 1980. And in 1980, the coup plotters smashed protesters, established a one-party state that lasted until free elections in 1987, brought down through street protests, basically. And after Yoon's martial law announcement last night, South Koreans, on a dime, in the middle of the night, decided they were not going back. People immediately took to the streets in the freezing cold of night in their parkas, all ages. And they did not just protest for the sake of protesting. They had a very specific goal in mind. You see, the country's legislature could block Yoon's martial law decree with a simple majority vote. But Yoon's declaration banned political activities, and he sent soldiers to the National Assembly building, basically their capital, right, to enforce the ban and to block lawmakers from getting inside the building for a quorum where they could have a vote. And so what do? You get visuals like this as civilian protesters teamed up with those lawmakers who rushed to the Capitol to help them scale the Capitol building and get inside to cast their votes. It was, as one commentator on social media put it, a reverse January 6th. Breaking into the Capitol to vote to save democracy, working together to get the National Assembly to vote to overrule martial law. And it worked. Within 3 hours of Yoon's speech, a quorum of lawmakers, I believe 190 of them, got into the building. They forced a vote to reject his martial law declaration. A unanimous vote, as the AP noted. All 190 lawmakers participating in the vote supported the lifting of martial law. Immediately after that vote, television footage showed soldiers who'd been stationed at Parliament leaving the site. And 6 hours after he declared martial law, as the sun rose over Seoul, President Yoon Suk-yeol backed down. Not bad. Maybe not. He lifted his order. Protesters are celebrating. Many are calling for Yoon to resign or be impeached. Now, I've been transfixed by these developments all day long. I don't know if you have as well. I mean, incredible stuff. Exciting, inspiring, energizing to watch everyday Koreans. I mean, all ages, people, I think, from what I could tell from the reporting, whose politics were really kind of all over the place, come out to stand up for democracy. Grandmas in their parkas in freezing temperatures, standing up to armed soldiers in their faces, literally pushing their lawmakers to pass a law saving their democratic institutions. It's a different country. Different constitution, different traditions. I think there's a lesson there for us, right? Americans in 2024. Crucially, a reminder that in the end, the last bulwark of democracy, the people themselves, working with and through an elected opposition, unafraid to do the right thing.